Hi everybody, this is Carol Hill. This video is about how to create a FamilySearch account for children ages 8 to 12. So let's go ahead and get started. And I found the easiest way to create an account is, first of all, to gather 2 items before you help a youth create a free account. So what you're going to need the youth's or the child's member record number, or MRN, and you'll also need the mom or dad's MRN. So you're going to want those 2 things before you get started. And here's just an easy way of how to find the MRN. There's 3 different ways. You can have the mother or father go to LDS Tools app on their phone. They can click on their household and then the child's name and click the membership information so you can get the child's MRN, and they can also give you their MRN that way as well. You can also just ask the ward clerk for the information. Or the 3rd way is that the mother or father can go to lds.org and sign in on this right-hand side of the page. So they can log in with their LDS account. And as you click on the name, you will get this drop down that will show up. All they'll want to do is click on directory, and then they'll see the next screen come up with the directory, which should have the ward that they live in. And then they can click on my household, and they can go get the record numbers on themselves and also on their child. So that's what you'll need. And so let's go ahead and go to FamilySearch.org, and we are going to go ahead and go for a free account over here on the right hand side. Okay, so what you're going to do here is go ahead and enter the child's first and last name, and then you'll go ahead and enter their birth month, day, and year. And as soon as you finish entering the year, this next screen will pop up that tells you about the parental consent policy, because they are under 13 years old. And so this will come up, and if you're not the parent or guardian, you'll just see this. You'll also see this other information down below if you scroll all the way down, and I just stuck it over there if you'd like to see that. But what we are going to mainly look at is this down here where it says parental or guardian consent is required. So here you have 2 options. You can put an email address or the record number. So that's why I wanted to get the record number of the parent, because if they go ahead and give me the record number, then that's like their consent, and I can go ahead and put that in. This button turns blue. I can click continue, and this will take me back to the screen I was on previously. And I've just put this on top so you don't see one of my grandson's names. And then you're going to click what sex they are and that they're a member of the church, since I have their member record number, and then click the blue continue. All right, then this page will come up. You will see their name here, and this is where you're going to enter their record number that you have, and then you will click the blue continue again. Okay, so this is where you are going to go ahead and create an LDS FamilySearch account. So you will put a username or use an email address. You're going to go ahead and come up with a password, and you can let the child or youth help you on that. And then you're going to have an option here to select a recovery option. And what this is if they forget the username and password, which happens quite often, then they'll have some options. They can either add an email here, you can add a mobile number, and they'll get a text to validate their account, or you can also just add their record number. So on this example that I'm showing, I actually went ahead and added the record number. You select the country, I agree to the terms, and then you go ahead and click the blue button down there again. You'll notice that FamilySearch uses the blue button quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and create the account. And voila, I love this, because since I did the recovery option as record number, it brought me right in. It says, thank you, you're in. Now that you have a FamilySearch account, the world of family history possibilities come to life. And then it gives them some options to go ahead and sign in, or else and all these other options down there. So anyway, that I wanted to show you that because having the record numbers really makes it easier. Now let me show you. You can stop this right now, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the other examples in case you don't have the record numbers. So let's go ahead and go back to this parental or guardian consent. So if you went ahead and did an email, let's pretend we're putting an email in there and click continue. And then on this example 2, I'd actually entered a mobile number because I wanted to see what would happen. And so since I entered the mobile number, it said that I was supposed to, it had a code right here, which it actually never went to my grandson. So I'm not sure what was up with that, but he was supposed to enter the code within 20 minutes and he was actually in bed, so it didn't work. And so I never did validate this, but we were still able to get into his account. So I'm not sure if that's something that you have to do, but that's just that option. If you want to put the recovery for the mobile, then you'll get a text or whoever's number that you put in. And then, I just wanted to show you too, since I put an email, this actually went to my daughter. This is the email. It says parental consent is required. FamilySearch parental consent is required. So the email subject will look like that, and then the body of the email will have a lot of different information for them to read and make sure that they're comfortable with consent, and then they can just click the authorize right there. The only thing with this, if you're helping a child and helping them set up their account, then they're going to have to make sure they can get a hold of their parent to authorize it. So that's why I like the record number better. So this is the last option. Okay, let's say that you don't know the record number. So you would click that right there and then click continue. And what this does is bring you to this page, and it says answer a question to verify your membership. So first off, it says, what's the name of the previous ward you were in? And I put the ward I thought for my other grandson. And it says, nope, you're wrong. So go ahead and ask another question, or answer it anyway. And I tried to answer this question, what date were you baptized a member of the church? And I had the right date, but for some reason it didn't agree and didn't like it. It said it was incorrect. And I wonder if it's because I didn't have his full name in there. So that didn't work so well. So another option is you can skip questions so that you can add the record number after registration. So I thought, well, let's see what happens there. So I did that and pushed continue. And so now on his example, I went ahead and picked the recovery option of an email, and he had to validate the account in 48 hours. So I put his email. He was actually in bed, so I had to wait till the next day to make sure he went ahead and validated that. And as soon as he validated it, I was able to go to FamilySearch and sign him in. The only thing up here in the top, as you can see, it says it looks like we still need your church membership record number. So I did have the number, but I just wanted to see for this example what would happen. And so what you can do here is just click and add the MR number, or else you can put I'm not a member of the church. But make sure when you're working with children and youth not to do that, because then they're just going to be more complications. You'll have to call FamilySearch and get it all worked out. So you'd want to go ahead and add the MR in and just put the number there, and as soon as I put it in there, then I could go in to his account and see that number, and it'll have him as a member of the church so he can see ordinances. So anyway, I just wanted to show those different examples. You can always stop this video and go back or forth, and I hope this will help. Let me know what you think and if you have any problems, and I hope you're having a great day.